Hello natural beauties, welcome to my channel. My name is Nat and today is going to be my 10th update in my panning Solitaire Project Pan. This was created by the Fantastic Ladies and I was invited by the creator Erin M. I will have her information in my drop down box below. I want to encourage you to check her out and also to search the term panning a solitaire because you will find a whole bunch of people who are doing this. So this is a progressive style project pan. We are working on cards just like the game Solitaire from your ace all the way up to your king. I am currently working on 3 cards, my number 5, my number 7, and my number 8. We're going to go ahead and get started because I got some progress to show you. So the first thing that we have is my Natasha Denona Cranberry palette. This is the full-size one. I bought this maybe like 2 years ago during the holiday, when it first released. And oh, look at that pan, y'all. So if you have not been following me, this is a huge palette, y'all. I know it's just 5 pans, but God, they are so pigmented, so vibrant, and just so saturated, and the pans are really big and deep. So I've been struggling with this card, but alas, success. So let me tell you how many times I have used these. Now, the first one right here, I used 20 times, and then this one I used 26 times, and you can see that pan right there in the middle. Right here, I used this one 10 times, and I noticed this is the only one. It's kind of breaking off on the edges there. I bring that up because it seems like when I use this shadow, I'm not going into the same little spot there where I would hit pan. I'm kind of picking up from these corners there. So I'm still using it, not wasting it or like losing it, but it's just kind of working against me to hit pan, but at least I'm using it. So we're going to have to kind of, use that a little bit more because we have till the end of this year for this project. And then right here, y'all, I used this 22 times. And what I ended up doing with this was, this isn't the exact brush, but I ended up using this style of brush and I used it as liner for my eyes. And I just kept going into the same little spot and eventually it's gonna hit pan and you can just see all that really used. That actually looks kind of gross, but I've been working really hard on these shadows and I'm so excited for the progress that I've made because I did not expect to hit pan before December in this. And then lastly, this one right here I've used 5 times. So really excited. Towards the end of the month, I was thinking, ooh, I might be able to hit pan on this one, but I just didn't, but I'm so close. So we're going to try and get pan on those last 3 by the end of the year. We will see, but I think for sure next update, I bet you anything, it'll take me under 5 uses to hit pan on this one. So let's stay tuned to see how that pans out. Next is my number 7 card, and I did a play on the number 7. So I pulled 7 shadows that represent Snow White and her 7 dwarfs. So we're going to start with my ColourPop's Villains Misunderstood palette. I have 3 in here, and I have No Spots. I also have Tragic and then Sing. Sing, I didn't use it all this month because I already had that pan. And then you can see the dip in No Spots really increasing. I used that 12 times, but I just really haven't, been able to hit pan on it. We'll continue to use it, but, we'll see how that goes. Right here, we have Tragic, and I'm sorry. Oh yeah, that is Tragic. I used that 5 times, so not a whole lot of use. And this other one as well, I had like more of a neutral kind of color in it. This is from the ColourPop Disney designer collection. And this one right here, Grumpy, you see it's kind of that neutral color. I only used this one 3 times. And I think it's because my eyeshadow palette Rougelette that I pulled this month, they've both been really warm, neutral kind of palettes. So I've been using these more than I have been using these, neutral kind of Project Pan shadows that I should be working on, but I've been using other stuff. So hopefully we can get more use on these this coming months. Before this project is over. And then you can see right here, this is One Kiss. No, this is Prince Charming. And I did use this one time. Now, I hit goal on my Poison Apple shadow right here. I wanted to hit goal on this by this update. I used it 5 times and, you know, success. Look at that little bit of pan there. And I also had this one. This is One Kiss, and I had this to hit goal. I had a goal to hit pan on this update as well, but I didn't. But man, I'm so close. Again, probably under 5 uses and I'll be able to hit pan on that. So that's going to be my goal for this coming update as well. And I used that one 10 times. I was trying real hard to hit pan on this and I just didn't. I used it 10 times though. Hopefully next time. Now, the last card that I'm working on is my number 8 card. And I don't have as much use or progress on this palette as I did these other ones, but I have used these a few times. So I am working on these 5 shimmers here, those 2 mattes, and this one as well. It's a total of 8. So the first one we have is Yacht, and I used this one 2 times. And then we have Seashells. I used this one 4 times. This one is Palermo, and I used that one 6 times. Then we have Seaside. Yeah, Seaside, and I used that twice. Inheritance, I used 3 times. Cans, I used 5 times. I used this one here, Monte Carlo, 4 times. And then lastly is Cabana, and I used that one twice. So you can see some use here, some movement, but not a whole lot, but I just need to use it a little more. But considering that I hit goal in a few of these other shadows, you know, that kind of frees me up a little bit to work on some of my other Project Pan items a little bit more. Now, in saying that, I was like, ooh, I hit some goals. I got some pan on some new products. Should I pull a number 9 card? I only got 2 months left, you know, and I have a whole lot of shadow, plus other projects that I'm working on. But you know what I decided? I'm always preaching about using my makeup, so let's pull number 9 and just try and get as much use as possible before the end of 2020. So this will be my number 9 card, y'all. This is my Melt Cosmetics Impulsive Palette. And I have not used this palette pretty much at all this year. I haven't pulled it for any monthly makeup bags. I haven't pulled it in my eyeshadow palette Rougelette series. So I figured, you know what, worst case scenario, I get some use out of it, but I don't hit pan on anything. So where is the harm in that, right? So here's the inside, and you can kind of tell by the setup why I chose this as my 9, because it's so easy. Just choose 3 of the 3 pans and try and hit pan on them, right? So I have chosen these 3 here, those 3, these 3, and also these 3. Let me pull my sleeves up and we will swatch those 3, those 3, and those 3. So 1, 2, and 3. And that'll be our 9 card. All right, so here are the swatches. We'll kind of look at them a little further back, and I'll bring them up closer to you. You can see that I don't have any colors right now that are very similar to these. I mean, and I'm loving this kind of like around fall, I start loving these warm, rich camel browns. And so I'm really excited to try and get some use out of these. I hope you can tell that those really do have a strong blue shift to them. But that's what I'm going to be using. So I'm going to challenge myself with a number 9 card for at least 2 months. Let's see what we can do. Thank you all so much for joining me. Just know that I am sending you positivity, and I hope that you are doing what you love. I will talk to you later. Bye, y'all.